It's a powerful software. You can configure it any way you want, and almost anybody can use it. At mPower, we're already in the area, working with our consultant DGR and connected with one of our suppliers, Irby. And those things were like, well, you're in my backyard. I need to look at you pretty close. And I spoke with Jason multiple times during the event there, and we had some real good discussions and decided that it was something we wanted to learn more about. And as we learned more and more about it, it became pretty apparent that this was something that was more powerful than what we had originally thought it was. It's just basically, it's like a visualization tool of what's in somebody else's brain. And it's what's representing what's on the ground and what's underground. In a lot of cases, we don't know what's underground, but somebody does. And they have to go through and proofread everything and say, no, that's not how this goes. But in this case, it was all in a database. We just had to import it and then connect it. And once we did that, with the help of the staff at mPower, we had a very robust map in 6 months. And then we've been putting all the line work and all the actual things like the photos of the inside of the cabinets, the photos of the inside of the switches, so we know exactly what we got. When you pull it up on the map, you can go click on the photo and see, oh, there's the data card for the transformer, and you can see the impedance, you can see how the circuitry is laid out and all that stuff, and you can see when it was built, all those different things in it. So I'm a good example of somebody that's came in after the fact that can go and be functional in the system now, whereas before there was a map. And if you didn't know what circuit was what on the map, you would never find it. You'd drive around for hours other than just getting a couple addresses from dispatch. You drive around in circles trying to find something wrong with the system. Once you know that, what circuit it's on, what phase it's on, you know which way it feeds then, and you can follow it and find the problem pretty quickly. So it's kind of, without an outage management system, it's kind of been a stopgap measure to narrow it down so that dummies like me can figure out where the problem is, because I just don't have that system knowledge. I don't have that institutional knowledge here. So it's been a real good process. So we've completely changed the way we work, as far as we look at the maps now a lot more than we ever did before. We look at them daily, and we pull stuff up, and it's just completely changed the way we operate. The ease of use is something that you can't comprehend maybe until you see how it works in the field with somebody that's never touched it. We had a lineman that had never touched it, not overly computer savvy. He just got a smartphone, and so it's kind of one of those things that he was one of the last people in the world to adopt a smartphone. But we gave him like a 10 or 15 minute tutorial at the most. This is how you put in the numbering and how you edit items on there, and sent him out, and he did every single pole structure in the city in about 3 days. On a 10 or 15 minute tutorial. Try that with any other software. It just doesn't happen. And he was able to, migrate through he knew where he was at on the map. He would find the poles, he'd number them, and just keep on going and go from pole to pole to pole to pole, and did that all in about 3 days, and it was just fantastic. And to take somebody that has no experience in it and do that is just amazing. It is something that's intuitive, and that's probably where the genius of the program comes in, is that you can take something that's so complex and make it so easy, and yet still be powerful enough that we use it in the office every day, so we can get the information we want. The guys in the field can operate it with iPads, phones, or whatever, and get the information they need and do the work they need to do, and everybody's happy, and that's hard to do. We're very satisfied with the technical support that we get from mPower. The techs have always been very responsive, very timely. To be able to contact people at a moment's notice, though, and be able to get somebody to respond, somebody to do the work, and have it done in a timely manner is fantastic. We've come, phenomenal distance in a short period of time.